Good morning and welcome to News First, Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, a very good Monday morning to you. It's the second day of the second month in 2015. My name is Sonali Wanigabadake. I'm joining you live from our Newsfirst studios in Colombo. Let's start off first with a look at this morning's headlines. Raids carried out to seize packets of cigarettes without the 60% pictorial warning. Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asian Affairs arrives in the island. Taxi fares at the Bandaranaike International Airport reduced. The United States Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia, Nisha Desai Biswal, arrived in Sri Lanka this morning on a three-day official tour. Manager of the Kattunayake International Airport said that Biswal arrived from London at around 4:55 a.m. today. The Ministry of External Affairs said that during her three-day visit, Biswal is scheduled to meet President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, as well as other high-level government officials. Biswal is expected to tour the north as well. Meanwhile, Commonwealth Secretary-General Kamlesh Sharma, who arrived in the island on Saturday, is also due to meet with President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe for discussions today. The police headquarters states that raids have been commenced to seize packets of cigarettes being sold without the 60% pictorial warning on them. News First contacted police media spokesperson SSP Ajith Rohana in this regard. Good morning to you, SSP Rohana.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Now, the law requires that 60% pictorial warning on cigarette covers is implemented. Can you tell us how these raids are being carried out and as to whether this is an island-wide raid that is being conducted, and how many police officers are being deployed for this purpose?
Yes, according to the guidelines given by the superior courts, and apart from that, the provisions of the relevant act, the pictorial warnings should be on the surface of the cigarette packet at least for 60%. The police headquarters has issued a circular in this connection on the 28th of December, and 1 month grace period was given to all institutions that produce cigarettes. So the grace period has been terminated on the 31st of January. So we have commenced our operation from yesterday, from the 1st of February 2015. And all officers in charge of police stations have been informed by the police headquarters on the issue. And we have deployed anti-vice squads that have been attached to the police stations in this connection, and they will be conducting raids.
What kind of legal action will be taken against these traders who are found with such cigarette packets?
Yes, that items will be taken into police custody, and apart from that, the seller, and apart from that, the company, they are liable for an offence under this particular law. So they will be summoned to the court and legal action will be taken against them.
All right, thank you very much. That was, of course, police media spokesperson SSP Ajith Rohana joining us live. Meanwhile, cabinet approval has been granted to put the bill forward to increase the pictorial warning on cigarette packets to 80%. Cabinet spokesperson Minister Rajitha Senaratne stated that the bill will be tabled in Parliament during the next few days. The minister also added that the authority put in place to assess this issue has recommended that these pictorial warnings are changed every 6 months. The All Island Bakery Owners Association says that prices of bakery products, including buns, will be reduced commencing today. Chairman of the association, N.K. Jayawardena, said that prices of wheat flour-based food items will see a reduction of between 1 to 5 rupees. With just 2 more days for Independence Day, the Ministry of Defence says that over 5,000 troops will participate in the National Day celebratory parade. Acting Director of the Media Centre of the Ministry of Defence, Brigadier Jainath Jayavira, said that Army, Navy and Air Force personnel will be part of the parade.
101 officers and 2,250 personnel of other ranks from the SL Army and 25 officers and 595 personnel of other ranks from the SL Navy, 30 officers and 470 personnel of other ranks from the Sri Lanka Air Force, 975 police officers and 11 officers and 498 personnel of other ranks from the Civil Defence Force, 450 personnel from the Youth Brigade, and overall a troop of approximately 5,000 will be taking part in the Independence Day parade. All preparations are made for the 67th Independence Day celebrations to be held opposite the Parliament complex in Battaramulla.
Meanwhile, Minister of Home Affairs Joseph Michael Pereira stated that school children will not be utilised for the purposes of the National Day parade. Taxi fares at the Bandar Naika International Airport have been reduced. President of the United Hiring Vehicle Association of the BIA, Gamini Kevitiagala, stated that taxi fares have been reduced by 10%.
The taxi service at the Bandar Naik International Airports have been operating since the inception of the airport. There are approximately 650 vehicles operating, representing 6 unions. With the concessions provided in terms of fuel, we have decided to reduce the taxi fares at the BIA by 10% in a bid to pass on this benefit to our passengers.
Starting off with some inter-club cricket, Moors, CCC, Sri Lanka Ports, Bloomfield and NCC have secured victory in the matches held during the 3rd week of the inter-club 3-day cricket tournament. Now, the match between the Badralia Sports Club and the Colts Cricket Club ended in a draw. NCC won 2 out of the 3 matches played during the 3rd week of the tournament and is leading in Group A. Badralia and Colts are in 2nd and 3rd places respectively. Meanwhile, the Moors top Group B with 1 win. CCC and SLPA cricket teams are in 2nd and 3rd place respectively in the group.